Good morning, my beloved students. I'm your host, Mr. Ali, talking to you from home. Today's lesson is somehow different, not like the previous lessons, which is grammar. So today's lesson is going to be about the American accent. The American accent. Many people are asking me, Ali, which accent you use, which accent you speak. They like it much. I talked to them and I said that I'm speaking using the American accent. So they asked me a question: how, if you want to speak like you, if you want to speak like American people, how we can apply the American accent in our pronunciation. So I brought you today 5 secrets or 5 techniques to sound more like an American people, or to sound more like an American accent. It's not like a mandatory thing to speak like an American people, but if you would like to sound more like an American, I'm gonna show you today 5 secrets to have an American English accent. Before I show you the 5 techniques, I will tell you something I used to do when I was a student like you, which is the shadowing technique. We have a technique called the shadowing technique. A shadowing technique is like imitation. I used to imitate many native speakers. I used to imitate the way they speak, the way they talk, the way they express themselves in some actions and reactions. So imitation is the key. If you want to sound like Native American, so you have to imitate them. Anyway, if you want to have to sound more like an American, you have to apply rule number 1, which is changing T into D sound. Changing T into D sound. Well, the American people usually they didn't pronounce the T if the T come in the middle of the word between 2 vowel sounds. The vowel sounds, the vowel letters is A, E, I, O, U, as you know. But if the T come between 2 vowel sounds, so they didn't pronounce the T. They change it into D sound. Like the word city. They didn't say city, they say city. City. I am like I'm going to New York City. They didn't say I'm going to New York City. City instead of city. We have exciting. They didn't say exciting, they say exciting. And we have sweater. They didn't say sweater, they say sweater. And we have here 2 words, which is that always. They didn't say that always. They connect words. They say that always. And number 2 is the color R. So the color R is if the R come in the middle of the word and after the R we have a consonant letter or a consonant sound, so they stress the R. They pronounce the R instead of They pronounce it They stress in the R. They emphasize in the letter R. They say You know the consonant letters. It's any letter but A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowel letters, and the consonant letters is the rest of the letters. We have the first word, which is first itself. First. They say first instead of first. First. As you hear, they say first. And we have word. They didn't say word, they say word. And we have learned. And the last word is here. Number 3 is the ER at the end. In the ER at the end also they stress in the ER at the end. They pronounce it the same like 2, like number 2. We have letter. They didn't say letter, they say letter. Remember, or water. As you see the ER they pronounce it Number 4 is the stop T. Well, this is very important because if you need to focus, some American people, they didn't pronounce the T if it come at the end of the word or in the middle of the word. Some American people, how? Like we have the word right. They didn't say right, they say right. You're right. As you see, when it comes to the letter T, they stop. That's why we called it stop T. Right. They say right instead of right. You're right. No, they say you're right. We have thought. I thought that I would go to him, but no, I didn't. I thought. When it comes to the T, they stop. And we have wouldn't. I talked to him, but he wouldn't listen. Wouldn't. They didn't say wouldn't. They say wouldn't. They stop. We have appreciate. They didn't say appreciate. They say appreciate. You have to appreciate your friends. And we have the last word, which is outside. Outside is like two-part word. Outside have two syllables, which is out, then they go to side. That's why they stop in the T. They say outside. They didn't say outside. I'm going outside with my friend. I'm going outside with my friend. Or I'm going outside with my presence. The last thing, which is number 5, which is the constructions with will. Well, this is also too important, the constructions with will, because they, if they wanted to say you will, they didn't say you will. You will go, they said you'll go. You'll go. You'll instead of you will. Or he'll instead of he will. Or they'll instead of they will. Or I'll instead of I will. And thank you for listening to me. This is Mr. Ali. Bye.